Well, Adventure Photo Tours was started 20 years ago as a typical sightseeing tour company. And after a couple of years of operating, Grand Canyon, Bryce, Zion, Death Valley, those types of tours, beautiful places to go, but I wanted something with a little more interest, you might say, a little more mystery. And well, guess what? Area 51 is 2 hours north of Las Vegas. So we decided to put together a sightseeing tour, which is now today our Area 51 tour, which we've been doing for about 18, 19 years. And it is a lot of fun. Let me tell you a little story that happened a couple of years ago. One of my drivers, after all of these years of going to the Little Ailey Inn and to the perimeter of the Area 51 top secret military facility, there is no gate there where we go. And there's a lot of signs, but there is no gate. So my driver, he's chatting with his customers and blows right through the gate. The armed guards, the camo dudes, or as we sometimes call them, the men in black, with their high-powered weapons, are parked on the hill, right there. He blows right through. Within a matter of a couple hundred yards, he was surrounded by four-wheel drives and soldiers with AR-15s pointed at him. And the customers, they were going, "Oh wow, this is too cool. This is too cool." They thought it was all part of the tour, of the game plan. They thought these were actors. Well, they weren't actors. And needless to say, that led to months of trying to get ourselves out of a pile of red tape with the federal government and the local authorities also. And the local authorities did charge us. They charged my driver, and they charged each one of the 4 customers that was on board that day. 2 lived in New York, 2 lived in London, England. And boy, oh boy, that turned into a mess because they wanted to charge our customers $600 a piece, and I tried to get the district attorney to drop the charges, at least on the customers. It was an accident. He said, "No, you're gonna have to pay for everybody." Well, that led to a little bit of a confrontation because I was not going to be extorted by some little DA in the middle of nowhere. So I said, "Who do you think you are, Wyatt Earp? That you can do whatever you want out here in the middle of nowhere?" I said, "Wait till I get through with you." So I called George Knapp he runs the I-team, the investigative team here in town, and one of the TV stations. And George loves Area 51, the whole thing about Area 51. As a matter of fact, George was one of the first guys, George Knapp was one of the first reporters to really bring Area 51 into the world that we know today. And so George got on this and showed up at the district attorney's office with a camera in his face. Did he change his tune quickly? And yes, he dropped the charges on the 4 customers. We gladly paid the $600 fine for our driver that drove through into Area 51. I highly recommend for anyone that goes to Area 51, don't test their patience, okay? You can stand at the signs, get pictures at the signs. Do not step across the line. It's clearly marked with stakes. Do not step across the line. And when you're facing the gate going into Area 51, over to the left is one of the last signs that says top secret military facility, use of deadly force authorized. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. And it's a pilgrimage to go there and see all this stuff. It is, I watched it for years and years, and then what do? I put a sightseeing tour together to one of my favorite mystery places. Does the government approve of what we do? I doubt it very much. I have a feeling that they know the color of my socks and underwear that I put on every day. They don't approve, but there's nothing they can do about it. And even, stop and think about it for a minute, even the state of Nevada named the highway going up to the Little Ailey Inn and to Area 51 the extraterrestrial highway. So even the state of Nevada got in on the marketing aspect of Area 51. And what do they really do there? I think for the most part, most of our top secret military weaponry involved in the aviation area of defense is developed there. There's no question in my mind. A lot of the UFO sightings that have been seen, I believe, are like the F-117. For years it was buzzing around it there, creating all kinds of stir, and that was our F-117. Do they have an alien spaceship there? And are they trying to reverse engineer the technology? Very possible. There is simply too many interesting places on this planet to think that there wasn't a superior race here at one point in time. Take a look at Pumapunku, Cuzco. These places where these stone walls are put together with 200, 300, 500 ton stones, and they're like melted together. How did they do that? Pumapunka, the H blocks, 50 tons apiece, and they're made out of anthracite. It can only be cut with diamonds or lasers. Perfectly cut, and each stone exactly the same. Clearly, in my mind, there was a very superior race here at one point in time. Clearly in my mind, when I look at the sky and see billions of stars in our own galaxy, let alone many of those stars that you see are other galaxies with billions of stars. It's impossible that there isn't intelligent life out there. And yes, I believe they're here.